Welcome to UA Live. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Luca. Coming up in the show, we look at Central Ohio's efforts to battle COVID-19. Ways Upper Arlington is celebrating birthdays, and a college lacrosse player reflecting on a season cut short. On May 9th and 10th, protesters took to the streets across the country in hopes to get their voices across to local officials to lift lockdowns and ease social distancing restrictions. In Washington, more than 1,500 protesters marched side by side, ignoring social distancing restrictions.
Ohio started reopening the state on May 1st with elective medical, dental, and veterinary procedures. On May 2nd, retail businesses opened for appointment only. Shop at limited to 10 customers at a single time. Construction, distribution, manufacturing, and offices were open on Monday, May 4th, and according to Mike DeWine's reopening plans for the state of Ohio on May 15th, salons, barbershops, and outside restaurants and patios are open. As of right now, the last part of DeWine's reopening plans ends May 21st when dine-in restaurant locations can open for customers to eat inside.
Mia Marshall gains perspective on COVID-19 patient care from an emergency room doctor and intensive care nurse.
The coronavirus has been affecting society worldwide. Healthcare workers are especially affected at work with many new changes to help adapt for the virus. I spoke to Dr. Buck Marshall, an emergency room doctor, to get his insight.
Right now, being a doctor is a privilege, being able to try to help through this and try to find our way through what is right and what are the wrong treatments, and trying to help as many as we can without hurting folks at the same time. There's a new blood test, the serological test, that tells you if you've had it and also if you've built an immunity to COVID. And that test is starting now to be available. And if you are able to get that test and it shows you are immune and you're done with all your symptoms, then you are no longer contagious and you can get back to normal. That is where I see all of us trying to get back to normal. We'll make that a safe path, and we all need to try to pursue getting that test as soon as possible.
I also spoke to Jenny Marshall, an ICU nurse at Riverside, about how her job has been affected.
My unit is the first unit that would be filled with all COVID positive patients. Every patient that I've been taking care of for the last month or so has been positive. We start the day off when we head to the hospital. Before we enter the hospital, every single person has to get their temperature taken. Of course, if it's elevated, you're not allowed to enter and you're asked to be further screened. The other thing is, the moment you step into the hospital, we have to put a surgical face mask on, and that has to be on the entire time you're in the hospital. And then, of course, when you are going into a patient room, it takes a little bit of time. We have to put a gown on, we have to put gloves on, we have to put on an N95 mask on, we have to either wear a visor covering our eyes or goggles, face shield that covers our eyes, so that basically the entire face is completely protected. And most of the females wear some kind of a surgical cap over their hair, and it just takes a long time. You have to get completely dressed before you go into the room, and you have to get completely undressed with all of the PPE before you come out of the room. It's a huge learning curve. We're adapting on an hour-to-hour basis with new policies and ways to treat these people. Everybody's learning.
You can help stop the spread of coronavirus by practicing social distancing and wearing masks when you leave. This has been Mia Marshall reporting for the WARL.
Franklin County currently has the most COVID cases in Ohio. The Ohio Air National Guard's refueling unit conducted a flyover of Central Ohio hospitals on May 13th to honor medical professionals and frontline workers.
Blue Jackets forward Cam Atkinson is dedicated to doing his part to make a positive impact to help support COVID-19 efforts. Claudia DiCaprio reports.
Columbus Blue Jackets player Cam Atkinson is hosting a virtual 5K to raise money for coronavirus. All of the money raised will go to buy a new machine for Riverside Hospital that can test for coronavirus and get results the same day.
Hey guys, Cam Atkinson here with the Columbus Blue Jackets. My foundation, the Forced Network Fund, my uncle and I started this about 6 years ago. We wanted to give back to something that kind of hits home. Sure enough, my two younger brothers are volunteer firefighters and two of his kids are in the military. So 100% of the proceeds that we've raised thus far in the 6 years all get diversified to different organizations that need the help. This year, I've teamed up with Ohio Health Riverside as well as Dawson to host a virtual 5K June 4th to the 7th. You can go to fnf5k.com, click on the link. It'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing, who we're giving back to, where all the proceeds are going to. 100% of these proceeds will be going to a specific machine that's going to go inside Riverside Hospital. I think the biggest challenge right now is, all the patients coming in to get testing in-house, getting those quick, rapid, accurate results, and sure enough, this machine is going to be able to do that and give you those results the same day. So I urge you all to participate, or at least donate, knowing that your money is going to a great cause. And if you do participate, make sure when you're doing this to hashtag FNF5K. Wear the shirt that you'll receive if you buy before May 31st. So hope to see you all out there.
The 5K takes place from June 4th through June 7th, which gives the participants the weekend to complete the 5K. Participants can walk, bike, run, rollerblade, or any activity that they would like to complete their 5K. This 5K is a good opportunity for people to get outside and be active and raise money for a good cause. For more information or to sign up for the race or make a donation, you can visit fnf5k.com. This has been Claudia DeCapua reporting for the WARL.
Atkinson's goal is to raise $65,000 to buy a machine that can test for coronavirus and get the test results the same day. For more information and to sign up for the race, visit runsignup.com.
In an effort to keep kids active this summer, Ohio State's Katie Smith helped distribute Sports in a Bags kit to 200 families. The bags include a jump rope, a basketball, a soccer or football, and a life sports at home instructional guide. They are preparing to make pickup stations for these bags around Columbus. Their main goal is to make sure kids are staying active and healthy during the pandemic and providing them with the equipment to do so.
Now we toss to sports with Sophie and Rafe.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Rafe.
Welcome to sports.
Even though Ohio is starting to open back up, the decision on whether high school fall sports will be played later this year is still up in the air. There have been rumors going around that the OHSAA will move contact sports like football to the spring and move minimal contact sports like baseball and softball to the fall.
OHSAA Director Jerry Snodgrass said in an interview with ABC6 News that nothing is impossible, but we currently have no plans to do that. Director Snodgrass went on to say that the decision would involve many other logistics than football.
Colin Moore interviewed former Golden Bear lacrosse player Will Robbins to gain insight on what the NCAA has been doing for their athletes during this time.
With the NCAA canceling spring sports for the year, I wanted to catch up with University of North Carolina lacrosse player and former Golden Bear Will Robbins to get some insight on the NCAA granting another year of eligibility for spring sport athletes and how it will affect the teams.
I think it's going to depend a lot on individual situations. I mean, obviously, it's going to depend on like how heavily each class kind of is weighted on each team. So if you have a lot of guys who are seniors this year who didn't get to plan for it as much, that might be a problem. Or, I mean, there's a whole number of things. It'll be interesting to see how scholarships and stuff like that are handled, and like if that's going to be left up to schools, or if the NCAA is going to come down with like across the board ruling, and that's its own can of worms that I'm sure is going to be a whole issue for everyone. But I think only time is really going to tell how it's going to work out. Obviously, it's a privilege and like an awesome opportunity for guys if they are able to come back, and if it does work out for them individually. I think it's a great way to handle the situation. Obviously, no one wants to be here, but I think in terms of how they could have gone about trying to kind of make it right for people who would have missed their senior year, would have missed just a year of playing. I think this is about as good of a solution as you could come to in such a short period of time. And that would allow almost everyone to kind of experience, or allow everyone to kind of benefit equally.
I wanted to know if there are any UNC players that might take advantage of this extra year option.
As of now, I mean, that's kind of up in the air. They still have plenty of time to decide that and kind of figure it out with their families and with their work situations. And I mean, there's a lot of different stuff that goes into that sort of decision. And, you know, we're kind of trying to give them space and time to figure out what works best for them and what they kind of need to do moving forward, not only with lacrosse and with school, but also just with, you know, moving into their careers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff you have to consider, and we're kind of leaving it up to them, and we'll see come the fall and come the spring. And obviously we'd love to have everyone back, but everyone's situation is unique, and we're just rooting for everyone to get to where they need to be.
How will the new name, image, and likeness rule affect you and your teammates?
So as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's actually been made into voted as an official rule yet. It's more of it's kind of been brought to the table and they're going to make a decision on it. That's kind of where it's at right now. I'm not super sure how it's going to affect my team in particular, or any team for that matter. I know we've gotten different stuff from various people in our athletic department to kind of warn everyone, like, hey, this is coming down the pipe. Just keep an eye out, and like still try to make sure you're running everything through compliance and all that kind of stuff to make sure we're not violating any rules or anything like that. I mean, for me personally, I doubt it's going to be any huge change. I mean, I don't think I'm in a position where I can benefit in any way if like they do pass some sort of name, image, likeness sort of ruling. But it's another thing where, I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I'd like to see kind of how it plays out and how they end up ruling on it. But if anything, it'll make the next few years, when they're figuring it out, for all sports, but especially major sports where guys are really in a position to potentially benefit from that. It's going to be an interesting time, and be exciting to see how it plays out. And yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on with college sports, and it's going to be fun and kind of crazy couple years. So I'm excited to see how everything goes.
I was also curious as to how he was staying connected to his team and coaches during this time.
So we've been having like Zoom calls and meetings as a team pretty regularly, just kind of trying to stay in touch. There's like a good portion of guys who are still in Chapel Hill, so they're kind of staying together. Obviously, we have like group chats and different stuff like that going on. So, I mean, obviously everyone's kind of spread out, and it's a crazy situation, but there's definitely ways that we've been trying to stay connected and trying to stay together. And it's been not ideal, but it's been good to kind of have people to share this experience with and be able to fall back on your teammates and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, we've been trying to stay connected as best we can.
This has been Colin Moore reporting for the WARL.
Thanks for the inside look, Colin. On Thursday, May 7th, the NFL released the 2020 NFL schedule. The first game of the season begins on Thursday, September 10th, between the reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans.
The Cleveland Browns start their season on Sunday, September 13th against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. The Cincinnati Bengals start their season on the same Sunday as the Browns, except they play against the Los Angeles Chargers for their 2020 season home opener. With all of the American sports leagues on hold, sports fans have been looking for something to watch. To fill the void, ESPN has started airing Korean baseball games daily. The KBO, or Korean Baseball Organization, is the highest level of baseball in Korea and begun play on May 5th in empty stadiums.
ESPN is airing 6 regular season games per week, with games airing live on ESPN2 at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time Tuesdays through Fridays, 4 a.m. on Saturdays, and 1 a.m. on Sundays. Games will also be rebroadcasted later on the same day at 2 p.m. You can go to ESPN.com for more schedule information.
The NHL and other leagues are starting to hold up their jerseys with a healthcare worker's name on the back instead of their own, with an encouraging message to the workers.
Now I'll toss it to Matthew and Natalie with community news.
Hi, I'm Matthew Green.
And I'm Natalie Parsons. Columbus's largest 4th of July tradition of Red, White, and Boom is canceled this year.
Instead, the event will be a 4-night television broadcast that will air from July 1st to July 4th on NBC4.
The broadcast will have a different theme and will look back on past years and traditions.
In addition to the cancellation of Red, White, and Boom, the city of Upper Arlington announced on Friday, May 8th, that the annual 4th of July celebration has been canceled.
In an interview with This Week News, Upper Arlington City Manager Steve Shawnee said that emotionally this was an exceptionally hard decision.
The announcement came the same day as the Central Ohio Mayors and Managers Association and the Franklin County Township Association jointly made the recommendation to cancel the event.
The Upper Arlington Civic Association has organized and sponsored the event for over 86 consecutive years.
Even though most events are canceled, that doesn't stop people from finding different activities to do throughout the community.
This year, unlike past years, people have to celebrate their birthday at home instead of going out and spending time with their friends and family.
As a way to celebrate while still keeping the distance, people will drive by a person's house to wish them a happy birthday.
Jack Norris takes a look at these drive-by parades and how people are coming together to celebrate someone's special day.
For over a month, the whole world has been on lockdown, but that hasn't stopped the community of Upper Arlington from coming together to make something feel the same. The celebrations of birthdays has still come through in the rough times. Birthdays have stayed the same, except they have been celebrated a little differently since the community has gone on lockdown. The new birthday card parades have started to pop up all over the neighborhood, with seemingly happening every day. Jen Norris gives us insight on what it is like to participate in a birthday card parade.
It was fun. It was exciting to do something nice for somebody for their birthday, because I wanted to do something nice for someone in my community who was having a special day and help them celebrate. I think that they're giving the community an opportunity to share some good spirit with folks. Nobody likes to celebrate a birthday all by themselves, and it's nice if the community can come out and support it. And the other thing was, someone said to me, this was the highlight of their day. They don't have anything else to do, so why not come out and be in a parade for somebody?
My parents participated in a drive-by anytime parade on Saturday in the mid-afternoon for a family friend. Also on Saturday, my whole family participated in a parade organized by one of the hockey parents where we all met in a parking lot around 5 o'clock. Most of the hockey team showed up for that one, and then on Sunday, everyone participated in a car parade for one of the UA hockey players, Braden. I spoke with Braden to find out what it is like to have the UA caravan and the hockey team drive by for his birthday. He told me that he was pretty embarrassed that all of his teammates came by because he knew the caravan was coming, but he didn't know that the whole team was coming too. He also stated that he did like to see everyone come by, even though it was a little embarrassing, because he told me he had missed all of his friends and teammates. Part of the parade was seeing the team's stuffed dog on top of Brennan Tice's car. With the emergence of these new car parades, people have been able to get back to the same normality with the birthdays. Meeting in the parking lots has allowed people to catch up like old times. Friends are able to talk while also doing something for somebody else. These parades have also helped form the new UA Caravan, which goes around as a group of people honking and cheering for these birthdays. The caravan is even sometimes joined by a police officer who leads all the cars past the house. The caravan was started from the UA discussion forum as a way to help spread birthday cheer while in a car. Hopefully these parades will turn into parties soon. But for now, this has been Jack Norris reporting for the WARL.
Watching people get excited when others drive by their house to wish them a happy birthday is one of the reasons why the UA Caravan Club got started.
Paula Gilmore, a UA resident and president of the club, came up with the idea after people did a drive-by parade for her daughter's birthday.
The club currently has 643 members, and they celebrate all different ages. The U.S. Department of Education's website reports that there are approximately 3.7 million high school seniors in the United States who had their senior year cut short with nationwide school closures.
For these seniors, this means lost opportunities to celebrate and shine during this time. As a way to celebrate seniors, Upper Arlington parents created a UA Facebook page, Adopt a Senior, where members of the senior class can be adopted and celebrated in a fun way by the adoptee.
Parents of these seniors take pictures of their kids receiving their gifts from their adopted families. This trend is happening for seniors throughout the country.
Now, Nora takes a look on how artists have been getting creative during this uncertain time.
Although everything is beginning to open, most art studios around Columbus are still closed. Artists, however, have gotten creative, finding different ways to display their art during the pandemic. In downtown Columbus, some art studios such as the Vanderelli Room have moved their art pieces outside for the public to see. It's been a good way to continue exposure on the arts and also shed light on the situation. I talked to artist Ava Taylor, a sophomore at UAHS, to get insight on what's been going on in the art community.
During this pandemic, it's definitely been a challenge for art students and teachers because we rely on the supplies from school to do our projects. And so my art teacher, because I'm in a painting class, she actually went to all of our houses and dropped off the supplies, which was really awesome. Art has a lot of purposes. I mean, it can be an emotional release and a distraction. But I think in these times more than ever during this pandemic, it's more of an escape for people. So if you're feeling quarantined inside of your house, I mean, you don't have to feel that way inside of your mind and your expression. So what can you create to make you feel like you're freer than you are? In my painting class, we are starting an assignment that is lockdown themed or just isolation themed in general. And I actually helped design this assignment because I thought it would be cool to reflect the times in our art. So I'm working on that right now. And as far as other artists go, I know my friends who aren't like particularly artistic all the time, they've started painting and they've discovered a love for it, which I think is a positive during these times. Interesting thing about art to me is that it's undefinable, like what really is art, because if you think about it, everything is art. Everything is a creation of some sort. So in like not being able to define it, you kind of have this control to make your own rules, which I love that. I think that outdoor art is an awesome way to gain exposure right now. And even just like when I go for a walk and I see like little kids chalk art on the street, it makes me feel so happy to know that they're doing that and finding something fun to do. And for like adult artists too, I think it's a great way to get your name out there because people are really paying attention right now as they go for walks and they drive by. So yeah.
You can go to columbusmakesart.com for more information on local artists and how to support them during this time. Now more than ever is a great time to get up and get creative. This has been Nora Dimitrov reporting for the WARL.
Upper Arlington local farmers market is set to reopen May 20th and remain open throughout Wednesday, September 20th.
This annual weekly event represents one of the normal things to come back, but with rules in place to thin crowds and promote health and safety.
The market is every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the northwest corner of the Tremont Pools parking lot, and all visitors will be required to wash hands and sanitize their hands upon entry and exit.
Now back to Luca and Matthew H. with Maine.
John Oliver, late-night comedian on HBO, has taken a creative stance on sans audience comedy. His show, Last Week Tonight, has published its last 7 episodes without a laugh track and without any other guests.
Oliver said on his show that the reason he chose to do this was because he wanted his jokes to be able to stand without laughter, and that the show would keep its natural integrity this way, potentially paving a path for other late-night comedians to follow suit during the nationwide quarantine.
Here's my look at how other high schoolers have been finding ways to laugh with their own families. Every day, it's looking less and less like we're going to get out of our current predicament anytime soon. So before we can hit the beaches again, it's going to look like we have to familiarize ourselves a little better with the people we're currently living with. So to help us connect better, I spoke to other UAHS students to see what kind of activities and what kind of traditions we were starting to create with our family members. I first interviewed junior BRADEN ZENO to see what kind of traditions he was starting at his home.
We did a puzzle a couple times. We've done like board games. We watched various movies.
All right, is there one tradition in particular or anything like you guys have started doing since quarantine?
So every night after dinner, we'll usually turn on a movie of like different varieties. But then while we do that, we're usually playing like Monopoly, and we just kind of hang out for that time. And then after that, we just kind of go off and do our own thing. But it's a nice little way to like reconnect with the family every night.
The next student I asked was junior Jordan Casey.
All right. So, hi Jordan. Since quarantine has started, have there been any new traditions or habits your family has gotten into?
I wouldn't really say they're traditions, but my dad likes to wake us up at like 8 o'clock on the weekends. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So my dad can no longer go buy lunch at work, and so every day my sister and my mom and I, we make his lunch, and then we write him a note on like a napkin and leave it by his coffee machine, and we do like super fun stuff on it. We'll draw pictures and just like make it really fun.
Hopefully this might inspire you to try and find something you can connect with your family on over our high school hiatus. Until next time, this has been Luca Noguera reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Luca, for keeping things positive. The school year is wrapping up as teachers have started to assign final assignments. The last week of school is upon us, and summer is just around the corner. The last day is said to be Friday, May 15th. However, AP testing will continue until May 22nd and makeup dates through June 5th.
We leave you today with a message to students from Upper Arlington teachers.
Hey students, just want to say hello and that we miss you terribly. Hopefully you are all well and are safe. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you all soon. Take care, enjoy your long weekend.
Hi everybody, I miss you. I'm looking forward to making music with all of you rather than just here with this piano.
Hey everybody, I miss you. I hope you're all doing well, and I can't wait to see everybody again.
Hey everyone, sure miss seeing your smiling faces in the hallways at the high school. Hope you're taking care of yourself, and please don't hesitate to reach out if we can help in any way.
Hi students, we miss you. Hope you're staying safe. Be good to your families. Take care.
Hello everyone, Miss Minta here. I hope you're all doing well. Miss you.
Hello everybody, this is Mr. Scheibeck from the business department. I just wanted to say I hope you're doing well, and everyone in your family is also. We miss you and hope to see you soon.
Hi guys, I miss you lots and lots, and I hope I get to see you here really soon.
Amigos, we miss you. This is Singer Hayes, my boy Max. I hope to see you guys very soon. I hope you guys are well with your families. Bye-bye.
Hey Bears, it's Miss Stimmel. Stay safe. I miss seeing everybody.
Hey Golden Bears, it's Mr. Smith. We miss you guys. Can't wait to see you again.
Take care of yourself, take care of your family. Go Bears.
Hola todos. Can't wait to see you guys again. Stay safe.
I really miss you all. I hope you're safe. Can't wait to see you again.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Sutton and my bees. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe out there.
Hi everyone, this is Mr. Stern, just wanting to say hi to all my students out there. Hope your families are doing well, and just please know how much I miss you. Hoping to see you soon in the future. Have a great day.
Hey Science Bears, it's Miss Walker. I miss you guys. I think about you all the time. I hope you and your family are doing well. Stay safe and get outside.
Hey everyone, I miss all of you. Hang in there.
Hey guys, it's Mrs. Stuckey. I miss seeing all your beautiful faces. Hope to see you all soon. Stay safe and make good choices.
Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well in this weird pandemic time. I really miss having our normal classes, but be nice, be kind to each other, keep eating well, and behave for your parents.
Hey you guys, I really do miss you. Take care, stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon.